What's up, guys? How's it going? It's John, and in this video we're going to take a closer look at this new Data East Classic Collection. And this is a 5-in-1 combo set. Just came out and is published by Retrobit. This is their kind of first foray into releasing individual games. Prior to that, they've been working on a lot of clone consoles, which you may have heard of, like the Retro Duo, which I've done a bit review on. And games that are included in this are Fighter's History, and there's a bunch of Japanese words, I'm assuming it's the second one, Side Pocket, Magical Drop, and Magical Drop 2. To my knowledge, Fighter's History 1 and Side Pocket were both released for the Super Nintendo here in North America and other parts of the country, but in Japan only, Fighter History 2 and Magical Drop 1 and 2 were only released in Japan. And they were mainly released for the Neo Geo system, actually. So they were originally in the arcade, pretty successful franchises for Data East back then. So this is kind of the first opportunity to play these particular games on your Super Nintendo through this collection. Retails for $35 US, not bad. You get a 5-in-1. So what I'm going to do is do an unboxing. I'll show you what's included in the set. Also show you, of course, some gameplay, and we'll go from there. Okay, so here's a closer look at the box itself. I actually really like the box art. Very cool, very 90s looking. It is not a official licensed Nintendo product, so you don't see the Super Nintendo here, but they did a nice job of kind of making it look similar, like it's compatible. Same size standard box as you would see with the Super Nintendo box. These are the games. This will not work on my Super Nintendo HD by Gamers The two fighting games, the Fighters History 1 and 2, wouldn't work, but the Side Pocket and Magical Drop 1 and 2 did work. Let's open this up. You have a sticker here, a couple stickers. Decals, cool. A couple buttons. Like it comes with a sleeve. Notice a kind of unique cartridge shell mold. I'm not quite sure if this will work on PAL consoles. I'm assuming it will because of the way the cartridge is. But I don't want to say 100% it will. It doesn't say anything on the website. I was not informed by Retrobit if it will work on PAL. But again, I'm assuming it will. So you're at your own risk on that one if it doesn't. But very cool mold. It will not also work on the Superboy. It doesn't plug into it. Kind of odd. I think that's probably intentional because Hyperkin is a competitor, so I'm sure that's intentional, which is unfortunate. So if you own a Superboy, that's the only Super Nintendo console you own, I wouldn't recommend getting this. But it will work on any standard Super Nintendo. I did test on my Super Nintendo. It did work. Let's power this on and take a closer look. When you turn on, you get this menu here. It's a pretty simple menu, actually, and you can basically choose between the 5 games. What's interesting, it starts, whatever game you left at playing, it will start, the highlighted will start there, which is kind of interesting. Every Data East game has a Data East logo at the front of it. As I mentioned before in the video earlier, this game did come out for the Super Nintendo, Fighter's History. This is kind of your standard fighting game. Some people would consider it like a Street Fighter 2 clone, only because I guess Street Fighter 2 was the more popular game in this genre at the time. But even some of these characters do look like Ryu, I have to admit. Even some of the characters' moves are similar, the down, forward punch, etc., so forth. But still, nonetheless, a pretty fun fighting game. This did come out in the arcades. It came out for the Neo Geo as well. It's a pretty common game for the Super Nintendo now. It's not too rare, too expensive to find nowadays. The guy crawling in the background is kind of funny, kind of random, chasing some kind of animal. Kind of random. Chasing a cat. Here's Fighter's History 2. This one came out for the Super Famicom, but not the Super Nintendo here in North America. It also came out for the Neo Geo, and is a follow-up to this one. Now, this game is in Japanese rather. Magic Drop is also in Japanese. You'll see that here in a second. Doesn't affect the gameplay, of course. Got a bunch of schoolgirls rooting you on for some reason in the background. I don't know why you're fighting in a school in the first place. Kind of a random deal. Here's the first Magic Drop. The title is in Japanese. I'd never played this game before, and it's got kind of an anime feel to it. Really cool animation here. You've got 6 different characters to play with. I'm not sure what the difference between these characters are. This video is not necessarily a review on these games individually, just kind of overview of what you get in the cartridge. But this game initially kind of reminds me of Puzzle Bobble. If you ever played that game where you have to match these certain colors in a row, The biggest difference is you actually have to you collect these items and then you have to put them in a row and throw them back up. It's kind of unique. It doesn't. It's only if they're in a row horizontally. I'm sorry, vertically rather, not horizontally. So basically, if they're in a row, 4 in a row, left to right, it doesn't affect it. Here's Medical Drop 2, and there's various modes here you can play, so different options, different difficulties. So that's a big difference between 1 and 2. Also, you notice that it's a bigger screen, so it's no longer like a versus format. And they have these special items as well. So there's more to it in this version. In this one, it can affect when they're all together in the same color, both horizontally and vertically. So that's a big difference. This one's a little bit more fun. Takes a little getting used to, but it's not too bad. And you've got these special ones here that basically can eliminate every color at the same time. Here is Side Pocket. You might notice Iguana here, Iguana Entertainment. They worked on a lot of games for Super Nintendo and other retro games at the time. They worked on the NBA Jam series, for example. I believe they were based in Southern California. Side Pocket was also ported to the NES, interesting enough. I really like the music in this game. It's a really fun game when it comes to music. Top-down pool, basically. There's only 6 balls, opposed to your standard, I think it's 9 balls or 12 balls you get in pool. You can determine how hard you hit the ball, and it kind of gives you the angle. You get points and stuff, and they'll tell you kind of what pockets to hit the balls in and whatnot. Thank you for checking out this video. I really appreciate it, guys. I encourage you guys to subscribe. Please like this video. That means a lot. Let me know, guys, what you think of this particular game set. I think for the $35 retail, it's not too bad. I think it's a pretty decent deal. You get all these games. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys soon. Take care and game on.